Maddie. So Maddie and I are sitting on the floor in the living room and we are talking about wool today. Maddie, give me that. So she's going to want to sit here and play. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you. And the reason I want to talk to you is because of this video today is that we were watching a movie last night in Harm's Way. It was December 7th, and we watch it every year. December 7th, we always watch In Harm's Way with John Wayne. And is it Patricia O'Neill, I think is her name? And we watch it every year. And so I was laying on the couch. Steve was in his chair. And I was using my pillow that I've already taken out and put it on the couch. And I was using my pillow, and I thought, man, this thing is hard. It's not soft. And the one that I have in the RV, and I'll have to put a picture of it because I didn't want to bring it in, and I didn't want to go out there because we've already winterized the RV and everything, and it's locked up, so I didn't want to go get it. But I'll put a picture in here. And that one is really soft. And Steve and I are always fighting over it whenever we're in the RV. And this one, it could be because I just made it last year and I haven't used it much. I made it at the beginning of the holiday season, and it was out, till January, and then I put it away, so it wasn't used. And the one in the RV is used all the time, so it probably does get softer as you go. But I got to thinking, I made the one in the RV. It's a smaller one. I made that. That was one of my very, very first things that I made. And I wasn't really sure that I was going to like rug punching, so I did not want to go out and spend a lot of money on wool until I figured out how to do it and understand if I wanted to do it. And so I hope that makes sense. So I just made a really small one. I just drew out some different flowers, and then I punched it, but I didn't use any dyed wool, okay? And it's very soft. This one is really rough. And my thought is that it's because I'm using 100% wool in this one. It's 100% wool. This is dyed. All of the red is dyed. All of the green is dyed. The only one, oh no, I take that back. The yellow is dyed too, but this is a natural dye off of the goldenrods that I dyed. And then this is dyed with that acid dye that I get. And then the white part up here is not dyed. All I did with this was I washed it and felted it before I used it. I love the pillow. It's a great size, but it's rough. It's rough. So again, it could be because it hasn't been used much. Now, in retrospect, let me show you some other things. Okay, so this was another thing that I made. Like I said, that first pillow, and you'll see a picture of it. That first pillow is one of the first things I made, so I didn't use any wool. This one, this is not a pillow, it's a rug. You see it? Now, the only thing in here that is wool is the background. And this is called, I bought it at Joann's, and it was called fisherman's wool or something like that. I don't even remember the name of it. It was a certain kind of wool that you can get to make sweaters and everything. And I love it because it had all these different colors and everything in it. But it's wool. Nothing else on here is wool. Again, it's acrylic. Very, very soft. You can see how pliable it is. Now this I did this one about 4 or 5 years ago, and it has been walked on. It has been, folded up and everything else and put away with the Christmas things. And I love it. It's soft. This one, I've shown this one before. Now this one is all wool, hand-dyed wool. Now this one is not hand-dyed, but the people that I got it from, it was mill-dyed. It's not hand-dyed in the house, but again, it's wool. This one is a lot tougher, rougher. So what am I getting at? I have a lot of things in mind about what I want to start with in 2026, and one of them is I need to make some more pillows and get them on my website and get them in my Etsy store and everything. And I'm going to teach some things. I've got some kits together that I've got to get started. I didn't do very much for this holiday season because of all the things that I had going on at home. So, if you guys want to check out the website and my Etsy store, you can. I'm not pushing anything this year. It's just trying to get through the holidays is what I'm looking at. But getting into 2026, I want to start out fresh and strong with some new ideas on patterns and pillows that you can buy already made and everything. And my thought is this: if you're going to use it and it's going to be up against you and not going to be walked on, but it's going to be used like a pillow, you should use something that is going to be soft, like the first pillow that I made. You could use acrylic. Now, if you do that, you're going to have to get something you're probably going to have to double your strands. And I'm going to show that in my video whenever I start showing you how to do it. You can double it if you want to and make it thick, like a thick rug yarn that is chunky, or I can't remember the name of it right now. But if you're going to use it, and it's going to be close to you, like a pillow or a blanket or an Afghan or something you're going to be snuggling up to, you don't need to use 100% wool, at least rug wool that I use for this. Now, I'm not knocking wool. You know me, I love wool, and I will do everything in wool. So, but if I'm going to use it as for something that is going to be touching me and being up against me, I'm going to have to use like a superwash or something that is very soft, that has some lanolin in it or whatever, so that I can tolerate the stiffness of it. So I can tolerate it. If it's too stiff, I don't want to use it. Like this pillow last night, I actually had a headache when I got up from it because it was too hard. And so my thought is, if you're going to make something that's going to be close to your face, do something that's got a softer wool, or when you wash it, put some lanolin in it so that it'll be nice and soft, and like a conditioner, but then you have to be careful and not really wash it or anything, but I think that's what you should do. Now, if you're going to use it as a rug to stand on, like this one, I keep this one out all year. This one has been walked on, has been stood on, has been, the dog has laid on it. My other puppy, when she was really, really sick before she passed away, I put this in front of the fireplace and she would lay on it, and she would lay there for hours and hours. And so if it's going to be utilized that way, you really do need to use rug yarn. So there are different kinds of yarns, and I might do a video just specifically on that. There's all different kinds of wool yarn. Some are very soft and some are very rough, like this rug yarn. But if you're going to step on it, if you're going to use it, and I suggest you do that always whenever you make these things, and whenever you go in and spend all these hours on making something, use it. Don't let it sit there, or don't let it sit somewhere where it can't be used. Hang it on the wall or whatever. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't hang them on the wall. I'm just saying that if you're going to use them, use a really heavy-duty wool that's going to withstand people standing on it, and dogs rolling around on it, and babies pushing on it, and, maybe parts of it get pulled out and you have to fix it, and that kind of stuff. So I'm a proponent of using everything that you make. But my thought is, and like I said, I thought about it last night whenever I was, doing this video. When I was watching the movie last night, and I thought about making this video for you. That my thought is that you should think about what you're going to use it for, And then once you know what you're going to use it for, then that will guide you about what kind of yarn you're going to use. Okay, I think that's it. This wasn't a long video. I just wanted to say hi to everybody and just say thank you so much for all of the comments last video. As you all know, I lost my mom, and she passed away, and it's been a rough, but I'm not getting over it, beginning to accept things. So just wanted to say hi. And I'll probably do one more video before the holidays, but I just wanted you to see my tree. I finally got it decorated. My grandson came down and said the other day, you got to get that tree up. And I said, I don't know, maybe I won't even put one up there. Oh, no, we're going to put a tree up. So he came in and put it together for me and put it over there. And then he said, now you decorate it as you want, do a little bit here and there. And that's what it did. It took me 3 days to get all the ornaments on it. And definitely, it's not full, but I've got another box of ornaments out in the barn, and I'm not sure I'm going to bring them in. The only other thing I'm going to bring in is the nativity, because I've got a beautiful nativity set, and it's a Fontanini. If you know anything about Fontanini, you know that it's a resin, and they're not breakable, and so you're not worried about things getting broken. And my great-granddaughter will be visiting me next week, and I'm going to put it under the tree just like I did when my grandchildren were little, and so that she can play with it. I want her to learn all the parts to it and know that this is something that you can touch and that you can enjoy. And so I'm excited for her to be able to play with it. She's got a lot more pieces than whenever the other grandkids were little. Now that she's around, there's a lot of pieces to it, so she's going to enjoy it. She'll probably have them all up around in here, playing with them on the floor. So she's just now walking. So we put all of the Christmas tree ornaments that break, I put them up top. Although I do see one right there that needs to be moved up a little bit. So she'll probably try to go get that one if I don't move it up. Anyway, let me show you Maddie. You know Maddie. We're both sitting here on the floor, and she's playing. She wants to play, and now I've got to get up. I don't know how I'm going to get up, but anyway, just thought I would say hi and happy December. And we will probably talk one more time before the new year. Y'all have a great one. If you decide to think about doing some rug hooking and everything, think about the different kinds of yarns that you're going to use and what you're using it for when you make that decision. Okay? All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later.